promise your honesty. I just don't know what to believe. Just don't lie to me. I can't feel no reason, 'cause everybody knows.
Hello and welcome to Tarot Speaks. This is your February 2019 general love reading for Capricorn. Capricorn, you have as your overall energy sadness and isolation. And your cards are flow, throat chakra, manifest, confront, awaiting results, dedicated effort, challenging times, believe and succeed, just breathe, embrace, helpless and hopeless, shine. So, overall energies of sadness, disappointment, feeling isolated from in a situation. With this reading is what I'm seeing is things will begin to turn in your favor. Right now you may be in a period of waiting on the results of a situation, and this is allowing time for you to heal after going through an ending, or after deciding on whether or not you should separate from a particular individual. Now you're going to have to, or you may need to, have a communication or have some sort of conversation with the individual and make a dedicated effort to conversate about what it is that you want to end in regards to what's causing this sadness and isolation during the month of February. Now you're being advised that you do have all the tools you need to manifest your way out of conflict, and this is conflict within yourself or conflict within a relationship. You do have options in terms of which way you can take things. If you confront your fears about the situation and really come to a place of recognizing that you have the ability to succeed and be happy in a situation, this is going to require you to really go within and have that conversation with yourself first, and also communicate with your partner or whoever you're dealing with that, you know, what it is that's causing these fears, causing this isolation, causing you to feel stuck within your own mind. Whatever conflicts that you are facing during this time, you're being asked to communicate. Say what it is that you're feeling, confront your fears about whether it's about how this person is treating you in a relationship, how this relationship is going, where this relationship is going. You may have invested a lot of time, effort, energy, finances into a situation. You may be going through some challenges during this time when it comes to finances, and this may be the challenge that's plaguing your relationship. But also, you're being advised that you have the tools necessary to succeed if you just make a choice and take that step to either work harder in your job situation in order to manifest what it is that you want, or work harder at this relationship. Whether this is you or the person that you're dealing with, someone needs to put in the effort in order to transform things and, you know, bring a resolution to this disappointments that you may have been facing as of recently. Things will turn in your favor, but as I said before, you may need to confront your fears about it. You may need to confront an individual in order to manifest what it is that you want, whether this is ending a relationship or healing the relationship. You have two choices. You can heal the situation, or you can stay in isolation, stay stuck in the situation and not do anything about it, and that will keep you in that stuck place that you've been in terms of your mental space, in terms of your emotions. So, excuse me, this month, you're being asked to communicate what it is that you want, make the dedicated effort to work on your partnership, work on this relationship, or work on building yourself up so that you can move forward and have that happiness and that success. And recognizing what it is that you need to confront will help you to move forward in a more emotionally balanced way. But I feel like you need to communicate. There needs to be a conversation about what's going haywire in this situation. What efforts need to be made. You may have been waiting on things to change, thinking that, you know, maybe if you wait it out, things will change eventually, but you're being asked to confront the situation in order to manifest what it is that you want. And you have to believe in what it is that you want moving forward so that things can turn in your favor. but it's going to require some effort on your part in order to overcome these challenges and find yourself successful and happy within a relationship. And this is going to require some healing within yourself and within other people, as well as healing a situation where there may have been a lot of arguments. You may be recognizing some traits or some situations or some secrets being held in a situation, and you need to put an end to that in terms of communication. Someone not really voicing what it is that they feel about a situation, and that needs to end in order to bring an end to this disappointment. So we have Six of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, the Emperor, the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Tower. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. Nostalgia about the past actions, past disappointments, past situations that you may have been involved in emotionally. Someone may have walked away from a situation, but what I'm seeing here is intuitively you know that you can be victorious in relationship, but it's going to require some effort, whether on your part or someone else's part. Maybe you decide to end a situation with the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Wheel of Fortune here twice, indicating moving on or moving past the situation, ending an old cycle, beginning a new cycle. And this may be in a work situation or just putting in the effort in terms of working on your partnership. We have the Six of Wands here twice, indicating that you can have success in this situation. Recognition, recognizing what needs to be worked on, how you can regain control with the Emperor, how you can regain control over a situation through your own efforts. Now you may come to the realization with the Tower that there's a choice that needs to be made, and that will allow you to come out of your head, as I said before, so that you can be happy, so that you can have success in your endeavors. But it's going to require you to take control, confront the situation in order to manifest what it is that you want, especially when it comes to conflict with others or conflict with your partner. You have what it is that you need to manifest what it is that you want, and you know that you do. You know that you have the ability to succeed within this relationship. You've been waiting on things to transpire, but you're going to have to continue to put in that effort and to communicate what it is that you want so that you can be successful. And there's some endings, like I said, that needs to happen in terms of actions that have been taken previously, so that some healing can begin within this relationship. Like I said, with the particular individual that you may be dealing with, there may have been isolation, sadness, feeling left out in the cold, maybe people not investing as much as they should be investing in a situation. You need to confront that within yourself or within someone else. Maybe you're not investing the way you should be or working as hard as you should be because you're waiting on someone else to do it, or you're waiting on some things to transpire and you're being asked not to wait. It's time to end that cycle and put in the work necessary in order to regain control over a situation and rebuild your foundation after maybe experiencing some Tower moments when your foundation has come crumbling down. So maybe there's been a separation or a divorce with a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I do see fire signs here, but I also see this may be a marriage situation where you're trying to rebuild a situation and you need to put in the work. Someone needs to put in more effort in order to turn things in the right way or to make things go in your favor. And intuitively you know what needs to be done. With the High Priestess being here, she knows. So now there also could be situations where you need to heal from the past, from the efforts that you've put in that didn't work out, things that didn't work out previously that you can now be victorious with if you just put in the effort to make things work. Maybe you want to end a cycle with a particular individual and you don't want to work things out with this person. And that's okay, but there still needs to be some sort of effort when it comes to your own growth, your own prosperity, your own ability to control your own life and rebuild your own structural foundation for yourself and the people involved within your life. in order to overcome these challenges, in order to overcome financial challenges, as well romantic challenges that you may have faced within relationships with your family members or with your spouse. But there is the opportunity here to be happy if you can overcome past situations, if you can have those communications necessary in order to smooth things over or to bring balance to relationships with people. Light is being shed on your ability to gain success once you reveal or confront those issues that you may have been facing in terms of your relationships with this individual. But there has to be a conversation had in order to rectify situations. Some truth needs to be spoken. The High Priestess knows what it is that she needs to do. She knows that there needs to be healing. She knows that there's some cycles that need to end. She knows that there's work that needs to be put in. She knows that she's been waiting on some things that needs to transpire because she wants victory. But there needs to be some work put in, as I said before. Someone needs to put in the work in order to overcome this disappointment, in order to overcome the past, in order to overcome situations where you may have been heartbroken. Maybe due to third-party situations. Maybe those cycles need to end with a third party in order for you to manifest what it is that you want and not have that conflict between individuals and not have yourself be stuck in your mental energy of being stuck in your head as to what direction to take. If you decide to make a choice and have that communication and end some cycles with particular individuals, things can begin to move in your favor financially, mentally, emotionally, and within your household. But it's going to take for you to take control and manifest what it is that you truly want by confronting your fears about whether you want to be single or whether you want to be in a relationship. Whatever the situation is, you're going to have to confront the situation, communicate what it is that you want so that you can manifest what it is that you truly want in terms of relationship. Isolation. Vanity. Workaholic. Okay, so isolation, vanity, and workaholic. You may have been working on a situation in the past that may have made you feel isolated. You're being asked to, if there are any invitations in order to rectify situations, or if there are any invitations to go out, in that cycle of sitting around and waiting on things to happen, go out and take those opportunities in order to heal yourself. Vanity is sort of like the Six of Wands when it comes to being recognized for your efforts, having wisdom, speaking to others. So this is all about your communication and ability to recognize what needs to be communicated in order to rebuild a situation. And it's like I said, it's going to take some work in order to turn things in your favor. People may be looking at your relationship. Maybe there's too many people looking at your relationship. Maybe there's too many people in your relationship and someone is very attention seeking. But during this time, you're being asked to work on what's going to bring balance, what's going to bring a sense of structure and renewal. Work on transforming a situation, and you're going to have to take control over whether you have other people in your business in terms of, having their 2 cents about what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing. But at the end of the day, this is all about yourself and not allowing yourself to be isolated, but getting out there and being seen, getting out there and rectifying some situations, especially within your relationships with people. So if you're being invited out, if you're single, if you're being invited out, taking those invitations. If you're not single, maybe taking some time off of work. We do have workaholic here. Needing to make some time to have fun, to bring some excitement and passion back into your relationship in order to rebuild the connection that you have with a particular individual. And that will bring you out of that disappointment and sadnesses of the past. So in order to, like I said, come together with particular individuals, you're going to have to put in that work in order to manifest what it is that you want. And it's going to require you to come out of isolation, come out of complacency. Maybe someone is partying too much and they're not taking you with them, or you're not taking them with you. Whatever the situation is, there needs to be a restructuring of how things are done when it comes to putting in the work towards the relationship itself, so that it can be a successful relationship. And you already know with the High Priestess, you know what it is that you need to do in order to break this isolating stage, or the stage of isolation, and to be victorious. Because you have what it is you need to manifest what it is that you need. It just needs to be worked on. And like I said, that's whether you stay with the individual or you work on yourself in terms of getting out there and starting new relationships, or connecting with new people. But there needs to be some communications had, and you need to speak your mind, speak what it is that you want in order to regain control over your life during this time. What is the advice for Capricorn for the month of February with unconditional love and guidance? The advice for Capricorn with unconditional love and guidance for the month of February 2019. Angels, God, and Spirit, what is the messages for Capricorn with unconditional love and guidance for the month of February? Purpose. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. Patience. You are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own rhythm, loving rhythm. And integrity. You demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with your every action. And then we have action. You have the courage to express the unique loving colors of your soul. Now, Sagittarius had action and integrity. You may be dealing with the Sagittarius, but the actions that you take towards your relationship, you want them to have purpose. You want to be working towards a certain goal within your relationship. Yes, this is going to take patience. Yes, this is may take some time in order to redevelop feelings, or to develop feelings for a particular individual. But you want to do this in a way where you're both being truthful and honest about your what it is that you want moving forward, and taking the actions necessary in order to build upon a relationship that is purpose driven, where you have, if you're trying to own a home, or if you're trying to go on a vacation, but you're going to have to make time to connect with the person that you are involved with, and really being honest about what it is that you need in order to have a connection, and realizing that yes, things may not change overnight. It's going to take some patience, but making sure that the actions you take have purpose and integrity, and that you can patiently go about the situation in a way that is conducive to growth for both you and your partner during the month of February. So in order to come out of isolation and sadness of the past, maybe thinking about how you connected with this person in the past, coming out of not working too hard, not working too hard as far as focusing too much on work and isolating yourself in that way, versus incorporating or making time to speak to your partner while you're at work, or on your breaks, or taking vacations, or having date night, or whatever it needs to be had in order to incorporate a sense of connection between you and your partner. And this situation needs to be confronted so that you can have a successful relationship and build that sense of happiness and togetherness within your family structure. So like I said, taking the actions necessary and having a purpose-driven relationship, and the ability to be patient with the developments that you see without incorporating or manifesting situations where you have a lot of conflict. It's time to speak your truth in terms of what it is that you need in order to be happy, in order to be emotionally fulfilled, so that your relationship can be a thriving one as you move forward in the month of February. So I hope these messages were helpful to you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below. Let me know how these videos are resonating for you. And if you'd like a personal reading, my information is in the description box. Thank you so much to my new and my old subscribers for watching. And until next time.